The Hungarian alphabet is an extension of the Latin alphabet used for writing the Hungarian language. One sometimes speaks of the smaller and greater Hungarian alphabets, depending on whether or not the letters Q, W, X, Y are listed, which can only be found in foreign words and traditional orthography of names. The 44 letters of the Greater Hungarian alphabet are: Description: each sign shown above counts as a letter in its own right in Hungarian. Some, such as the letter I cubed and angstrom, are interfiled with the letter preceding it when sorting words alphabetically, whereas others, such as a paragraph, have their own place in collation rather than also being interfiled with O. While long vowels count as different letters, long consonants do not. Long consonants are marked by duplication, for example, far 1/4 gg tangs, azal with that. For the D and trigraphs a simplification rule normally applies, only the first letter is duplicated, for example plus A, plus A, plus A. An exception is made at the joining points of compound words, for example, jagigil plus or minus ra plus or minus engagement ring not jagil plus or minus ra plus or minus. Pronunciation. Hungarian orthography generally follows the phonemic principle. Most words can be read out correctly if one knows the pronunciation of the letters. However, there are also traditional, etymological and simplifying principles to the orthography which cause some deviations from an exact correspondence between spelling and sound. The pronunciation given for the following Hungarian letters is that of Standard Hungarian. The letter A is not part of the Hungarian alphabet. However, linguists use this letter to distinguish between the two kinds of short E sounds of some dialects. This letter was first used in 1770 by Gyár paragraph RGY Kalmar R, but has never officially been part of the Hungarian alphabet, as the Standard Hungarian language does not distinguish between these two sounds. However, the A sound is pronounced differently from the E sound in 6 out of the 10 Hungarian dialects and the sound is pronounced as a paragraph in one dialect. The digraph ch also exists in some words and is pronounced the same as h. In names, it is pronounced like cs. In northern Hungary, A was traditionally used instead of A because of the accent. List of complementary allophone variants possibly not complete. Historic spellings used in names old spellings used in some Hungarian names and their corresponding pronunciation according to modern spelling include the following. Generally, Y and historic spellings of names formed with the I affix can exist after many other letters. Here are listed only examples which can be easily misread because of such spelling. Examples: historic spellings of article and conjunctions equals. In early editions the article ars was written according to the following rules: a degree before vowels and ars, ars ember, ars hardy. A degree before consonants a or unregistered trademark or unregistered trademark xylig. The abbreviated form of the conjunction a copyright s, which is always written today as s, was likely to be written with an apostrophe before a unregistered trademark s. Capitalization. The D and the trigraphs are capitalized in names and at the beginning of sentences by capitalizing the first glyph of them only. Gzark jar cubed t mondhitunks zar copyright kelly zabura cubed l. In abbreviations and when writing with all capital letters, however, one capitalizes the second character as well. Thus, a Magyar Heliza Ra S Zaba Lyi, MHSZA Magyar Heliza Ra S Zaba Lyi. Alphabetical ordering. While the characters with diacritical marks are considered separate letters, vowels that differ only in length are treated the same when ordering words. Therefore, for example, the pairs OA and A/angstrom are not distinguished in ordering, but A follows O. In cases where two words are differentiated solely by the presence of an accent, the one without the accent is put before the other one. The polygraphic consonant signs are treated as single letters. The simplified geminates of multigraphs such as, are collated as plus, etc., if they are double geminates, rather than co-occurrences of a single letter and a geminate. Car paragraph nnya plus or minus is collated as tiziolk of course as this is a compound, tisin plus niolk. Similar ambiguities, which can occur with compounds are dissolved and collated by sense. For example, HZSZAM house number equals HZ plus ZM and of course not HZS plus ZM. These rules make Hungarian alphabetic ordering algorithmically difficult, which was a problem for computer software development. Keyboard layout. The standard Hungarian keyboard layout is German-based. This layout allows direct access to every character in the Hungarian alphabet. The letter A is often placed left of the space key, leaving the width of the left shift key intact. Angstrom degree may be located to the left of backspace, making that key smaller, but allowing for a larger enter key. Angstrom degree being close to enter often leads to it being typed instead of hitting enter, especially when one has just switched from a keyboard that has angstrom degree next to backspace. Angstrom plus or minus. Letter frequencies. The most common letters in Hungarian are E and A. The list below shows the letter frequencies for the smaller Hungarian alphabet in descending order. See also, Hungarian orthography, Hungarian Braille, Hungarian phonology, ISO IEC 8859-2. References. External links, XSAMPA for Hungarian.